Hello again, all. You probably hear me better this time, and it probably looks a little better because I moved to my roommate's desk. Fun fact for you guys. It's right next to the window too, so there's probably a little bit better lighting dynamics going on. Look at me, already a pro YouTuber out here. But I noticed this super soon after I made my other YouTube videos, but I know recently in the last one I had talked about not really having this damn chain, not really having too much to talk about, and I came up with an idea while you were gone, or while I was gone. I don't know where you went, but I have a good collection of vinyls I actually wanted to go through and show you. I'm very into music. I don't want to be one of those people that's like, oh, I like all types of music, because let's be real. No, you don't. You're picky. We're all picky. Anyways, yeah, so I have some vinyls I want to show you. I'm really like music. I'm really into music. Music has been a big part of my life for a good long time. I am a smoker. I do need my vape breaks. Who doesn't? But anyways, vinyls. I love collecting vinyls. I've been collecting vinyls for probably 4 or 5 years now. And actually, fun fact, my neighbor Corey, which maybe I'll get him to do a video with me, because I think that'd be kind of fun. He has this huge collection of vinyls. And I've been into his apartment a few times, and it's just so cool. He orders like a new vinyl probably once or twice a week, and he like trades them. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. But I have my own little collection of vinyls, and I have a very special thing to show you guys after we get through the vinyls. But the first vinyl I have is the Baby Driver vinyl. The Baby Driver soundtrack. Ooh. What's it? Score? Score, I would say, is probably the correct term for it. The Baby Driver vinyl. It's got a lot of good songs on it. Lots of good songs. I've had this one for a couple of years, and it has kind of been through it. But this was one of the first vinyls I picked up, just because this movie is just great. You know, staple of manhood. But I'm more Kevin Spacey is evil, by the way. We'll all agree on that. We'll just cover his face up for a little bit. But yeah, this movie has a great soundtrack to it. It's got hits, or I wouldn't really say hits, but I would say some of my favorite songs off this. What is it? What is the word for it? Score. Probably Kashmir by the Kashmir Stage Band. Phenomenal instrumentals. Love that song. The drums in it, great. Jazzy. Love it. Neat 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 by the Damned. Classic, dude. Neat Neat Neat. Just an amazing song. Baby Driver, Simon and Garfunkel. Oh, so good. If you guys have not listened to Simon and Garfunkel yet, please go listen to them. I know they're like a bajillion years old, and I know that's like Unk status right now, if that's what they're calling it. But Simon and Garfunkel, amazing. Listen to them. Bell Bottoms, the John Spencer Blues Explosion. Don't even have to talk about that one. It's classic, amazing. But moving on. That's the first one, Baby Driver. Sorry, Kevin Spacey. Actually, I'm not sorry, Kevin Spacey. I gotta be careful. My roommate's playing. He has so many plants, and it's hard to move things around them. My second one is the Roy Orbison collection, and I don't really listen to too much Roy Orbison. Honestly, I haven't listened to too much of him at all, But my grandparents got me this vinyl for, I think it was my 16th birthday. So I have kept it around because, I mean, obviously I'd keep it around. My grandparents got it for me, but I still do need to give this a good listen to. I have a vinyl player around here somewhere. I definitely am going to give this a good listen to. Yeah, don't know too much about it, so I can't really give my thoughts on it, but yeah, it's just cool to have, and I'm glad my grandparents got it for me. Ooh, this is a good one. The Tron soundtrack. This was composed mainly by Daft Punk, which I really like Daft Punk, and I really like Tron. And I've been really wanting to get this album because look at these vinyls. They're so pretty. Like translucent blue Tron disc vinyls. Who wouldn't want that in their household? I don't know. $25 at Target too. Steal. And I've had this one for a while too. That's why it's kind of dusty. But man, Daft Punk, love you guys. Where the hell are you? We need you. Yeah, love it. Love it. D-Res was probably my favorite off the list here, but man, what a killer soundtrack they composed for that movie. It was just crazy. I was blown away the first time I watched it. It was like such a mystical experience watching Tron because of the music, and I just remember knowing the music. The synths in it were great. Obviously, it's Daft Punk. The synths are always going to be great, but especially, it was just Daft Punk combined with this premise, the Tron premise with the neon lights and everything. Can't go wrong, dude. That's amazing. But moving on. Obviously, we have to have some Elvis in here. This is just his 30 number one hits. So it's got things like Hound Dog, Heartbreak Hotel. What else does it have on here? Crying in the Chapel, In the Ghetto, Jailhouse Rock, all sorts of classics. Again, not really a huge Elvis fan. I think that was a little bit before my time, but I totally have listened to him a lot. He's not the type of old music I like, which I'll get into that later with another one. But God, I sound so messed up saying old music. It's not that long ago, but I'm glad I have it. I think everybody should have an Elvis vinyl if you guys are collecting vinyls, because he's just that much of a classic. But here's a good one. Low End Theory by Tribe Called Quest. This was the soundtrack to my junior and senior years of high school, man. This was such an amazing album to listen to, and it's so much fun. The jazz elements in it are amazing. You know, I can't remember if it's a triad or there's four of them, and I don't know what the word for four of them is, but man, they just mesh together so well. They have really good flows. Like I said, the jazzy instrumentals are great too. Some of my favorites are We Got the Jazz, Sky Pager is really good. Butter is also really good. If you ever get a chance and you're just kind of chilling at night, you're working on some homework, or you're just sitting outside, give them a listen. They are truly they're just a vibe. They're just a really good vibe, and some of their albums are really good too. But yeah, I'm really hoping you guys will give them a listen because I love this album. Oh boy, I'm gonna get some flack for this one. Abbey Road, The Beatles. I don't like the Beatles that much. I really don't like the Beatles. I was never a big Beatles fan. That's kind of the 60s I don't really like. Don't persecute me. Or you can, I don't care. I'll fight back. But yeah, I wasn't too much of a huge fan of the Beatles. More so that I don't know. I like Abbey. I like some of their songs, like Here Comes the Sun. Here Comes the Sun is kind of the only one. Come Together, obviously, I've heard that song a million times. Who hasn't? But I don't really have too much to say on it. I don't really want to hate on it either because, again, it's the Beatles. You can't really hate on the Beatles unless you have a valid reason. And I don't have a valid reason. I just do not really like them. And I think that's okay for anybody. But, ooh, the one I was talking about earlier for classics. Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs by Marty Robbins. Great old Western music, love it. And I just want to get this out of the way. There is a difference between Western music and country music. Get it through your heads, not everything is country music. This is Western music. There's a difference. Everybody's heard of Big Iron. Everybody's heard of Big Iron, and I love that. I mainly started listening to this album after my first playthrough of Fall Out New Vegas because a few of his songs are in Fall Out New Vegas. And it really fits the theme with all the cowboy theme and everything. But Cool Water, great cry song. Billy the Kid, just such strong songs in here. He's got such strong collection of just, feel and just, I don't know. He creates a really good setting. Like, when he sings El Paso, I'm really thinking about El Paso, Texas. And I think that's really important for any artist, especially when your music relies on a setting, I feel. You really need to get into that setting to really feel the music, and being able to get into that setting is really important, I feel. Especially with music like this. I'm just going in circles, but great album. Love him. I love the man. Love Marty Robbins. There he is. This Big Iron. But he's got some fun songs too. A lot of sad songs. A lot of old Western songs are kind of sad, which is funny. Like Don Burnham and things like that. Even most of Johnny Cash's songs are pretty sad. It's like a theme for the old lonesome cowboy to be sad, I guess, which I hope you guys aren't sad. But I all know you guys are cowboys. I know you sling an iron. But yeah, one of my favorites. Oof, this one's gonna be contentious. I have Take Care. I originally kind of bought this one as a joke when I was like 17 because I was like, haha, it's funny, Drake. But this album is actually kind of aged kind of well due to all the Kendrick and Drake stuff that has happened, because this was the first album that Kendrick Lamar appeared on with Drake. I honestly don't know if yeah, he was on like the interlude, but the interlude isn't on this one, it looks like. Yeah, I like that one song with Kendrick on it. Have I ever listened to it? Personally, not really. Drake isn't really my flow. I can't really get down to it. It's not like my type of fun music. But I just wanted to show you guys that I do have Take Care. Don't hate me. Or love me. I don't care. Go for it. Do whatever. Astro World. This album's so good. I love it. I love Travis Scott. He's great, except for that one time he got like 13 people killed in the concert, but we won't talk about that. But great album. I love it. I love the weird out of space, spacey instrumentals, the synths. Of course, Sicko Mode is on here, which was huge when it came out, but that wasn't the reason I bought it. I more like the album art. A lot of what dictates what vinyls I buy is the vinyl art, or what comes in the vinyl art. And I really like his vinyl art in this. It's super cool and poppy, and it's got two different versions of the cover, which I really like. I really like this too. The braces are nice. I used to have braces. Braces are not fun. But yeah, no, this was a really great album to listen to, honestly. It took me a while to get into rap when I was growing up because I kind of lived in a Christian household. I'm not Christian, but I kind of lived in a Christian household, so rap wasn't really ever on. It was more like Garth Brooks and Carrie Underwood. But Sicko Mode was a really good introduction into rap for me. Rap, use light terms, but this was super fun. It's always a fun album. Good jam in the car. I wish I had more to say about it, but I don't know too much about Travis Scott and his discography and the way he produces music. I wish I had Rodeo because it's got one of my favorites on it. It's got Nightcrawler. I really like Nightcrawler. 90210 is a classic. But yeah, like Travis Scott. 1 thumbs up for Travis Scott. He would have gotten 2, but he killed people. It's always a not good one. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. Green Day, Insomniac, 25th Anniversary Deluxe Limited Edition. You hear that? Deluxe Limited Edition. Woo! Still sealed too. I haven't opened it and I'm not going to. Love this vinyl cover, dude. It's like holographic, so the light shimmers on it really cool. One of my favorite album covers of all time, dude. I love them kind of mashed together. The word is escaping me right now. Collage, the mashed together collage of different artworks from different time periods. Really signifies the way I felt listening to the album. You know, you got things like Panic Song and Stuck With Me, Jaded, Walk in Contradiction. What else? Brain Stew, of course, Brain Stew. But love Brain Stew. I can sing that entire song front to back. But yeah, so I'm really happy to own this and not open it still because I'm really bad at not opening things. But this is just a really fun album that I am allowed to have and I like to have. Very cool, and I hope you guys will think the same. Moving into my other unsealed album, Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. I recently got into Kendrick Lamar, and it was kind of late 2023 going into 2024, right before the Drake and Kendrick beef happened. And I didn't really know too much about him. I knew like Pride and Humble and things like that off the Damn album, but I hadn't really listened to any of his albums, and this was the first album I saw, and I listened to it, and man, I know this thing has been said millions of times, but the storytelling in this album just got me by the throat. It is just so great. The storytelling is amazing. Things like Mad City, I can rap bar for bar at this point. Good Kid is great. Love the instrumentals in that. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, amazing. Always a good song to listen to. Swimming Pools, amazing. One of my favorites was Compton with Dr. Dre in it because I think that was really cool that he collabed with Dr. Dre because they're both from Compton. And I think this album made me want to grow up in California because of how like just strong it was and how strong the verbalization was and the, you know, just the way he portrays the story of growing up in Compton, California. And I think it's just incredible how he portrayed it. Everybody has given this album so much credit and it really deserves all of it. Love this album. Amazing. One of my personal favorites, The Ink Spots. The Ink Spots aren't too well known. They have one pretty good song, and that is from I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire, and that was mainly popularized by the video game Fallout. But a lot of their other songs are really good too. They have a cover of I'm trying to remember. We'll see. We'll meet again. We'll meet again, which is really good. Very good sad song. They have a really good dance, like kind of low sway songs, and I really like it. I remember used to sway to these songs with somebody, and that was also always really nice. Yeah, just really great songs. really heartfelt songs, especially for the time. They're just they're just great. I love them. The instrumentals are good. I learned how to play I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire on guitar, which is really cool. But yeah, definitely give them a listen. Definitely worth the listen if you have the time. And I think this is my last one right now, of course, Kendrick Lamar's Damn. I listened to this after T-Pap, which I'm still working on getting, but yeah, great album all around. Would I take this over To Pimp a Butterfly? Shoot me in the head now, but of course I would say that. To Pimp a Butterfly is just a generational masterpiece, but this is also just another phenomenal album. Not really much I have to say about it bad. It's great. I love the composition of it. Humble is great. A great pipe song. Pride is just a great cry song, and the fact they happen back to back is super cool. Loyalty, feat Rihanna. Fucking, it's Rihanna, man. Like, what else do I gotta say about that? DNA, great hype song. Love listening to that. XXX featuring U2. That was a surprise I did not expect. My mom used to listen to U2, and I never really listened to them. But man, that second half of the song where they come in with that little bit of a kind of low, mellow chant is just, it's just great. And it just comes in and it punches you out of nowhere after you just went through this barrage of bars, and it was just so incredible. And I'm pretty sure everybody has listened to this album, and if you haven't, you should give it a listen. If you don't think you'd like it, just give it a try. It's great. It's a great introduction into Kendrick too, which is funny, but just the way his discography works, the way he produces music and stuff like that, just a great introduction. All right, I know I said there'd be a special treat, and this is one of my pieces of music memorabilia. I can't show everything off now because then I'll have nothing to make YouTube videos about, but this is my Panasonic boombox, and man, this thing was super fun to try out and pick up. I got this at a thrift store, and they were just about to get rid of it, and I was like, why are you guys getting rid of it? And you're like, oh, well, it doesn't work, so we can't really make money off of it. Man, this is such a cool piece of memorabilia to have. Even if it's not really memorabilia, it's so swag to just have a boombox. And I've been trying to get it to work. Unfortunately, I haven't had too much luck with it, but it's just, I know I kind of just use it as like a paperweight right now, but man, it is just such a cool piece of like music history to have, and I love having it. And it's just like the quintessential boombox. Like, who wouldn't want to have a boombox? But right now, that's all I have to show you. This video has gone on for 23 minutes. I hope I kind of made it concise enough for you little ADHD brained people. I have ADHD. But yeah, I hope I made it concise enough for you guys. If I need to edit it more, please let me know. Really just trying to build an audience here to talk to. That way it's a little bit easier to just talk about things. That way I don't feel like I'm just talking into an empty room, you know. But yeah, if you guys have any comments, or you want to share anything about your music tastes or what you like and don't like, any vinyl recommendations too also, yeah, just drop them in the comments. Feel free to talk. I'll probably respond to everything because I don't know, I don't have too much to do right now, so putting a lot of effort into it. But thank you guys always for stopping by and talking to me. I hope you guys all have a great day and happy trails.